What's up, y'all? Peace, light, and love. It is your girl, Shakesha Divine, the Pretty Priestess. I'm bringing a divine oracle message for today. The message is divine. The timing is divine. So when you get this, this is when you're supposed to have it. I'm working with this Rider-Waite Tarot deck today, and I got the life purpose oracle cards. We gonna see what message spirit has for us, but first I want to definitely give thanks to the archangels that are here supporting us: the archangel Michael, the archangel Uriel, the archangel Gabriel, the archangel Cassiel, and the archangel Raphael. These archangels are definitely supporting us in some powerful ways, making sure that we're protected, making sure that we got a clear and intuitive channel, that we get emotional healing, and that this is brought to us in the divine time. Archangel Azrael helping us out for transformation, helping us get rid of what doesn't serve us. So we appreciate that. We appreciate the ancestors. We appreciate all of the spirit guides that are here assisting us and getting us in alignment to receive this message. So let's see what we got right here. So spirit is coming through wanting us to really start paying attention to our assessment in our life, right? See, we're becoming a lot more sensitive to the energies that surround us. And with all of these changes that's been going on and everything, we noticed that there's a lot of folks that's been kind of vibrating a little low. The whole idea for this point in time right now in our ascension is for us to raise our frequency and raise our vibration up. But one of the sure ways for us to truly get into one of those lower vibration is not really appreciating all of the goodness, all of the righteousness that's around us, right? So if we sitting there and we looking at the news, we looking at a lot of these programs that's really highlighting everything that could go wrong, right? When we start focusing on that energy, that kind of lowers the vibration. And so with this Five of Cups energy, this is all talking about like reviewing all of the sadnesses, the losses, the disappointments, like who don't like me, who ain't in my corner, how this didn't come out, how the victim, getting us up off of this victim mentality, even though we know that we're really sensitive, right? Because at this point right now, our challenge is for us to really step into this star energy. This is all about us being that light in dark places, right? This is about us being magnetic. And when we're magnetic, we start to draw a lot of different energies to us, right? And this is really calling for us to be really discerning on how we're distributing that energy. The life purpose deck is bringing the card up of yoga. And it says your life is enhanced by yoga, so do some stretching and some exercising. See, because this is going to help us to connect to that energy as we start building up our magnetism, as we begin building up our vibration, as we start really ascending in our behaviors, in our actions, and in the way we navigate life, right? We start to notice that there's some shifts in the way that we're received. And when we start getting ourselves into a more grounded space, we're able to differentiate between those energies that were really there to support and those energies that will continuously drain us if we allow them to. The Tower card shows up, which is that whole warning, going back to what we were talking about watching these energies that we're navigating. So when we called on that archangel, when Azrael showed up, and he's all about death and destruction and transformation, right? And renewal, right? This is all about us really seeing things for what they are and getting into a space of navigating that darkness and the light energy. When the Tower card shows up, This shows, and I love the way this picture is. It got the little burning tower and folks is jumping out and all of this other stuff. But where this energy is really talking about, right, is things that we saw. Well, we see disaster coming down the pike and we don't really do too much to deal with it, right? We smoking cigarettes, we hacking and coughing, and we continue to keep smoking. We see our clothes getting tighter and tighter, yet we continue to pull up to the McDonald's, the Rallies, the fast food joint, the Olive Garden. We know that this relationship, this connection is toxic, but we find ourselves drawn to go and get them a call and see what's going on with them, or showing up at their place, or whatever situation, what have you. We knew disaster was looming if we continued in that direction. But we continue to steer on course, hoping for the best, knowing what the outcome is going to be at the end of the day. Tower moment. Because then when you start charging up that spiritual bank account and you get the bill, that's when this card comes into play. So when you are more conscious of how you're discerning, how you're discriminating the energies that you give out, because as your light starts shining bright, people gonna want a little bit of what you got. Oh wow, she vibrating really high, she got joy in her life, you know, there's peace in her heart. She might not have as much as I do, but boy, is she surely at peace and happy. How can I get me some of that, right? Because it's not about the material, it's an inside job. And so with this oracle card telling us that you're on the right path to keep doing what you're doing, you're being encouraged to continue and moving forward on that path, to keep moving forward. And still yet, nevertheless, being a lot more discriminating about how you delivering and giving your time. Because when you deal with folks that's kind of vibrating low on some levels, not all, but some people aren't really interested in finding the solutions for themselves. The interest more lies into the solution finding them, or somebody doing it for them. And we get tempted when we're in these connections with people, when we're in these relationships with person, places, or things, to stay in the routine activity of continuing to show up, of continuing to give the energy out. And then it's not giving you that exchange coming back. But see, when you're on the right path and you're doing all of those things that you're supposed to do, you get into this space where you can rightly divide the light that's within you, so that when it's happening, it's charging you up instead of dimming you down. And the outcome at the end of the day, the Six of Pentacles. And this is all about that benevolency, right? See, once you got that discernment in check, once you got that whole discrimination piece put together and recognizing like all those individuals where you can separate the folks that's really needing your assistance and your help from the folks that's really just looking for someone to do it for them. When you can tell the difference between you being a facilitator of empowerment or a facilitator of sorriness. When you start to be able to get keen in that discernment, you step into this Six of Pentacles energy. This Six of Pentacles energy brings you into the space where you have that benevolent, charitable energy, right? Where you can lend a hand and loan a little something out, or give a little something out. Where you can pitch in, help out, and give out. Because this is what's in your heart. This is what you're really feeling. See, when you get yourself into these spaces of being able to discern the individuals that need your assistance from the individuals that don't really need your assistance, that giving piece becomes a lot more easier for you. It's more downstream. Because it's coming from a heart space, not an obligation, not a chore, not a tax on you. But what's in your heart to give? It's okay to say no sometimes, you know. That's what will prevent you from getting into this whole tower moment when you know you ain't got no energy left to give up. You just out here spinning wheels, helping folks out. People whose feet run to destruction and madness and drama, and you showing up, getting in the middle of that shit. They feet run to disaster, to madness, and you show up with your cape, saving the day. They ain't paying no bills. They ain't showing up for themselves. They allowing this shit to go through, but they want you to come fix it. How you do that is by really tapping in and tuning in with that intuitive part in you. See, when the heart's not feeling heavy, this is your higher self, your intuition letting you know that this is a time where you will be of assistance. You ain't really helping folks if you showing up doing shit for them and they missing the lesson at the end of the day, you know. And you can avoid burning yourself out. Because there's a price to pay when your light starts to shine. And still be encouraged that you're on the right track. You're a highly sensitive being. You got to take care of yourself. Get your meditation in. Take care of your body. Take care of your nutrition and nourish yourself. Because you are on the right path, my love. And when you do that, you go really be a blessing to the family, to the soul family, to the people that are all around you that you came here to help and serve. It's going to feel right with you. It ain't going to be a tax. So you go ahead and you shine that light bright. You start meditating on those things that you feel gratitude for. Don't you worry about the shit that's not going on. You focus on what is going on. And when that light starts to shine and you start to elevate, folks is going to gravitate towards you. And you got to have that discernment within you to be able to disseminate what's good and what's not. How you can help and how you can hinder. And once you recognize that, you done stepped into a whole nother realm of power, of teaching, of educating. Educate is really literally to bring out. The gangster is somebody else without you doing it for them and them burning you all the way out. That's how you come through for your family. That's how you show up for them in a powerful way. You can't let it tax you. When it's taxing you, that's letting you know you don't need to be doing that. It ain't you. Peace and light. Peace and love. You on the right track.